Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Erickson TV. Curtis here with Lauren. Hello Lauren.
Hey everybody.
Hey Lauren, I found an article in yesterday's USA Today magazine about there's been some updated reports about people living longer.
All right.
And there's so much media frenzy about this upcoming fiscal cliff, and it seems like all the media is kind of driven about what's to do now currently.
Right.
But people are I think tend to forget to think more long term. And the interesting report was just in one decade, from 2000 to 2010, the amount of people have almost doubled who are living to age 100.
Wow.
Now, so that is still a relatively small number, and we're still trailing some countries like some of the European countries and Japan. But that being said, what they talked about was two things. If you live to age 100, 80% of the people living to 100 right now are women.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And then the interesting thing was, and this is something that was very surprising to me. They did a study for people living between the ages 85 and 94, and just in the last 10 years, the increase has been 47% for males and 23% only for women. So men are actually increasing their longevity in this one income period. And the last surprising thing I found is that the people that live into their 90s and up to 100, the interesting thing is they find that if a man makes it that far, he generally is showing to have a better quality of life. He's not in an assisted living care, he's living in a household, and their health is generally better, a little bit more independent, while the women are typically more in the assisted living type of arrangement. So I guess the takeaway from all this is it just shows some conclusive proof in a very short time period that people are trending still to live longer. And there is some issues with quality of life as you get farther along in their life. But what do you think is the takeaway for maybe investing philosophy and also planning for that risk of longevity?
Right. There's two big things. The first thing is that women do still tend to live longer than men, which is a big part of why women are more often in the assisted living facilities. Right. One of our friends who's an advisor, I'm sorry, I can't remember who it is, but she says when she meets women, she always tells them that even though, in a lot of couples, there's one person who handles all the financial matters. She says, just remember that someday you're going to be single again. Yeah. And that, at first that was a weird comment. I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. But then I realized, oh no, that's correct. And so even though maybe both spouses aren't completely involved in making financial decisions, they both have to understand what the decisions are, because someday there will probably be only one spouse, not both of them. And when you live a long time, your money has to grow. It cannot just sort of sit there and do nothing forever and ever. So that's why for all retirees we recommend that they have at least some money in a diversified stock portfolio, so that it doesn't just wither away as you get older.
And then I think the final takeaway is with all bringing it back to this fiscal cliff talk, with more people living longer and longer, that's going to be putting more and more pressure on the Medicare system.
Yes, it will.
And it just seems like we're coming to this collision where there's going to have to be some adjustments to that benefit. Yep. And so that's another reason why people should invest to make sure they can take care of themselves.
That's right.
And not totally rely on one system of medical care. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Erickson TV, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.
See you next time.